What's up, guys? It's been a while. Seems like I believe a week since the last time I posted a video. Just handling a couple of things back in my hometown in Ohio. But without further ado, let's talk about Bullet Train. So directed by David Leitch or Leitch. I'm gonna assume I probably got it wrong regardless. But obviously based on the book Bullet Train. I haven't read it. Again, like you guys know, I like to try and read the books before I watch the movies. But unfortunately, it's just things kind of came up. Couldn't read it. So whatever. This movie's got a lot of characters in it, a lot of big name actors. So obviously Brad Pitt, Bad Bunny, Aaron Taylor Johnson, I believe his name is, Zazie Beetz. Honestly, a lot of who's who of big name or big actors basically. There are two random cameos in there that are pretty hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It literally seems like, this actor did something for the one in this movie, so then they kind of just flipped it for another cameo. They're really weird, and they're probably, honestly, maybe 45 seconds altogether, but still great cameos. Tyree Henry, I believe his name is, and then obviously Aaron Taylor Johnson. They played Tangerine and Lemon. They were brothers in the movie. Obviously, they were kind of not really brothers, blood related, but it looked like they grew up in like the same orphanage and stuff like that. So they grew up together, so they became brothers. They really played well off each other. Honestly, I think their dynamic in the entire movie was probably the best because obviously they could feed off each other. So the comedy was there. This movie did have a lot of comedy. I mean, obviously you would assume, especially with the trailers, that there was comedy in it. But really, I think the comedy landed a lot. I don't really think there were any jokes that you kind of just thought, okay, why throw it in there? That's kind of dumb. But yeah, the comedy overall, Brad Pitt did a great job. Zazie Beetz really isn't in there too much, but she did a great job. Bad Bunny, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Bad Bunny. I don't really know who he is. I know he does music and stuff, but I'm a little older, so I'm not really into his type of music. But he was great for what he did. There were a couple characters where they brought him on, gave him a huge backstory, and then, something happened to them, and they seemed like they wasted those characters. And there were some characters where they didn't give a backstory at all, and those were more of the focal point of the story. And it just seemed weird, why give a really long backstory, trying to flesh a character out, just to not really kind of use them in the movie at all. I mean, obviously, for kind of the jokes and stuff like that, some of those deaths were for the jokes. But either way, I mean, I think the comedy still was really great. All the actors really played off well each other. Obviously, Tangerine and Lemon really did a great job with each other. They jokes back and forth, just their comedic timing and stuff like that. I would just say this: the villain. I don't know if they ever showed. I mean, in the movie, they do a really good job of, like, obviously he has a mask on, or you only see him from behind, and they really want to build the White Death is what they call him. They really want to build that up, and they do a good job, I guess, for the most part, of building that character up. And they make him, oh god, he's terrifying. He killed all these people, and he took over this crime mafia and blah blah blah. So they do a good job, but it's just, for some reason, the actor that played him, and I don't know, I don't want to go into spoilers and kind of spoil that and all that, but once I saw who was playing him, I mean, I really didn't take the villain too seriously, honestly. I thought it would have been great if they hit his face and it was just some random person you wouldn't have expected, or I don't know, because they were playing for comedy, so I figured they would have played that for comedy, and they really didn't. Also, his whole family story, and also why everybody was on the train in the first place, really kind of didn't really fall flat for me. But it was really, like, not great engineering. It just seemed like, oh yeah, they're on here because of this. Cool, let's run with it. Like, they're on here, nobody's gonna second guess that. So it's just, I don't know, it was weird. That plot story, that plot line kind of didn't, land with me at all. Again, the villain, they built him up really well, and at the end, it just kind of seemed like, okay, he killed a lot of people, and he's got a big gang and all that, but I don't know. Like I said, the actor himself just took me out of it. I mean, I would still, honestly, I would see it again. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great, good movie. I wouldn't say, it's not going to win any Oscars or anything like that, but it was an enjoyable movie to watch in the theaters. It's an enjoyable movie to watch overall. You can kind of turn your brain off. Yes, there's plot points here and there where they want you to, um, kind of, I guess, think about it more, but it really doesn't seem too much to think about, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Um, we're gonna get into spoilers here a little bit right at the end. I'm gonna try something new where I'm gonna do my non-spoiler review, and then we're kind of getting into some spoilers. But before any of that, if you like any of this content, spoilers, non-spoilers, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the thumbs up, and hit the bell notification. Why not? I mean, you get notified when I make videos. Honestly, it's all free. Why not? You'll help me out. I'll put out videos. I'll help you out. You get something to watch. Who knows? Even if you don't like it, hit the thumbs up. Get crazy. But without further ado, this right here, spoiler alert. This movie really doesn't have a whole bunch of spoilers, I guess. But this is where we're going to get into it. So, 3, 2, 1, spoilers. The two random cameos that I enjoyed. Like I said, how he one did it for one person and then they did it for the other. Ryan Reynolds and Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum's was kind of just random. He was just on the train. He switched clothes with Brad Pitt just to kind of keep people off his track. He does talk a lot about sex work and stuff like that. So his character's pretty funny for what he is in the movie. And then obviously Ryan Reynolds, we all saw Deadpool 2, where Brad Pitt is the Invisible Man, gets electrocuted, and then dies. And he's literally in the movie for like 0.5 seconds. That's the same thing with Ryan Reynolds. Basically, Brad Pitt's character, fills in for somebody, and the person he's filling in with, or filling in for, is Ryan Reynolds' character. So basically when he says, "Oh God, I'm not him," it literally just cuts to Ryan Reynolds, takes his mask off, boom, that's it. That's literally the cameo. But they're just two random funny cameos, I'm not going to lie. And then also too, the villain I was talking about, Michael Shannon, I feel like he just always plays a villain, and I don't really take him that serious. I don't think he's that scary of a villain. And then they really build him up, and then there's nothing really kind of to it. Cool thing is he gets his head blown off, so at the end of the movie, that's awesome, by all means. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I was like, oh yeah, Red Death, like it's gonna be cool. There's gonna be, some battling with samurai swords and stuff like that, and then it literally showed up Michael Shannon, and I was just like, okay, cool, sure. You do you, Michael Shannon. You're always the villain in something. But then there's one kind of random storyline with his daughter that I felt really needed more backstory. Throughout the entire show or the entire movie, she wants to kill him. We don't know that she's his daughter until basically right at the end. She has this whole plan. She plants bombs in a gun, which is kind of how he dies in the first place. But they plant bombs in a gun, so basically when he shoots it, it actually shoots back at him, and that's how he dies. There's a briefcase full of money that's his, that she plants a bomb, and it would have been cool to kind of get her backstory and see how she was able to do all this stuff, because obviously you get with Bad Bunny, you get a whole backstory. You get how he became an assassin, who he got married to, why he got married, blah blah. Like you literally go through this whole thing, and then Brad Pitt kills him in like a minute and a half, and then literally his dead body's just on the train the entire time. So it's just weird who they gave backstories to, who they didn't. I mean, hers literally was just like, I want to kill him. I want to kill him. Oh, he's your father. Okay. And then, I mean, they give a little story on like, he didn't like her. He didn't see her because he liked his son more, and his son was the heir to the throne and all that other stuff. But regardless, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. Yes, some plot points are hit or miss for me. The villain wasn't that great to me, honestly. But either way, it's a good movie. Definitely go see it. Obviously, all movies have flaws regardless. There's, your A+ tier movies are still gonna have flaws. So this was a good movie. Kind of turn your brain off a little bit, have fun with the action. The action's great, really gory by all means. So yeah, definitely go see it. And let me know down in the comments below. Did you like the movie? Did you see the movie already? And then how'd you like the format that I did? Did you like, the non-spoilers ahead, and then, obviously the spoiler alert, and then some of the spoilers at the end? I kind of want to try and do that, just depending on, what you guys are thinking. Some movies, obviously like Nope, I could have made a second video just for spoilers, just because I know Jordan Peele is crazy with kind of his hidden meanings and stuff like that. So that might happen too. So it kind of just depends. But yeah, leave all the answers to those questions down below. Let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And now that I'm back, we're going to keep these videos going. See you guys later.